Hello, Lars and George, and welcome to my explanation of how I made my C++ calculator. My name is Pelle Nør, and my student number is 2011-3388. So first of all, I included some things for the C++, and it's the C++ main functions up here. Then I used something to get something called precision for my delete remainder. And then I used CMath for some access to some math functions, which I will use. So here I made an integer called selection, which I've set the value of 0 for at the beginning, and some two long doubles, which is input in and input 2. And the reason for why I chose long doubles is that it can be a larger number, and it has decimals in it as well. Then I have two integers, which is modulate 1 and modulate 2, which I will use in the 7 modulus, and a character which is called indicator for the yes and no. Do I want to calculate more, or do I want to shut down the program? So let's see here. First of all, when I open the program, it will say welcome Lars and George, and to my personal basic C++ calculator, and then I'm making a loop that says if I do not press N, this will run, and it says please choose the operation that you want, and then you can choose between these 11 different operations that was required. And after that, you press enter, and you get down to here. I mean, there's a cin that reads which number I selected, and then I press enter, and I enter the switch, which is the selection that I just inputted. And this switch will automatically go to the number that I chose in my selection. So let's imagine that I pressed 1. It will go to this place, and it will say enter the first number you want to add, because this is my addition number right here. Then it's gonna say enter the first number to add, please, and you enter the first number, which is the input 1, which is a long double up here, and you are asked to enter the second number after that, which is input 2, and it will get in by the cin function, and then it will display on your computer the sum of input 1 that you pressed in and input 2, which is the second number you pressed in, is, and then it runs input 1 plus input 2, and it gives you the result of those. And then it's gonna make a break, which will make it jump out of this switch and go down to here, where it will say would you like to perform another calculation, and then you're gonna press in something which it will read by this cin, and this is going to be the indicator, which is up here, and if that's not n or a large n, it will run this again, so that you will, if you for example press yes, it will come up with this please choose the operation that you want, and then you can go do several calculations. So let's talk about this precision that I mentioned up here. I used this for number 8, delete remainder, which is down here, where you will put in the number, the first number that you want precised, and then afterwards you will put in how many decimals you would like. And what I used here was something called fixed and set precision. So this fixed is, for example, if I want exactly 3 decimals, I will press 3, and even though the number is the first number of input 1 is just, let's say it's 1, then it will say 1.000 instead of just 1. So let's test how this program works. yeah, it says welcome here, last George, to my personal blah blah blah. And I'll say, for example, I want to multiply something. I'll press 3 and enter the first number you want to multiply, and I would say 5. Enter the second number. I want this 5 multiplied by 2, and the product between 5 and 2 is 10. And would you like to perform another calculation? And here we'll go to this indicator, and if I press, let's say, no, it will shut down the program. And if I yes, for example, it will run the program again, so you can perform several calculations. Let's see what I talked about in the delete remainder. So I'll press 8, and the number I want precise, let's say blah blah blah. And how many decimals would I like? I would like 13. And it's just saying that the number 13 is invalid because it's not on my list, and you can perform a new calculation instead of that. Yeah, that's basically how it works. Thank you for watching.